Hi, I'm Doug Shaul,
And I'm Jan Shaul.
and we've been members of this church since about 1977. And
Off and on.
yeah, off and on. And before that, it's been home to us because we were married here in 1960 in the old church before it, well, it was still the community church before it became United Methodist.
And I went back even further into the old church. That wasn't the first one, I think it was the second one, and was on the cradle roll, for heaven's sake, and grew up in the church and was a participant in helping teach Sunday school and being a member of the youth group, and it meant a great deal to me. And when we were married and moving all around, it was still home, and it was great to come back and to visit with the folks who had nurtured me and kind of raised me. And it has always been a home church, even though we've been members of other churches all over.
So this is home for both of you.
It is
in
home.
many,
It
many
is,
ways.
yeah.
Yeah. So tell me why this campaign is so important.
Well, the campaign is so important because we are so strapped by having to pay the mortgage that we really can't get out in the community and operate like we should. Our mortgage is about $440,000, and that's, it's going to take a long time to pay off if we just pay the monthly payments. Whereas, and that causes us to have about a 5% funds to devote to operational and things where we could be out in the community, and the mortgage itself is 27% of our usual budget. And so that means that, if we had that thing paid down, we could have up to 32% more disposable income to use for the work of the church, and I'd sure like to see that happen. There are some costs we can't avoid. We have to keep the building running, we have to pay the staff, and we have to pay our apportionments, because if you don't pay your apportionments, you're on the rat roster. But we've been doing that, but the payment, there's not much money left to do what we need to do out in the community, and even for our own kids, like Sierra Service Project and Vacation Bible School. So, it's important to me that we get this mortgage paid down, and all I can say is I'm going to be a part of that. With any luck, we could get out in the community and keep Battleground United Methodist from being the best kept secret in town.
Amen.
My problem with the mortgage payment is that we don't have enough money to develop programs. And programming is what will connect us more with our community. And that's where we have decided, I think, that we need to be. And we are doing that within our limited capabilities. But we could be doing so much more for the youth and for the older people, and members of the community and members of our own congregation. There is a lot we can do, and the money just is not there yet. Mm-hmm. It will be, I hope.
So mortgages are not the sexiest thing to try to raise money for, but it's a responsible thing. So,
well, sure it is. I mean, it's a fixed cost that is going to be there no matter what. In other words, we can't avoid it. So the best thing to do to deal with it is to get rid of it just as quickly as possible and get more disposable income for programming. And so that's one of the reasons that we are definitely in favor of a campaign to help reduce that mortgage. It'll just shorten the time before we can really do our mission.
Amen.
Yeah.